What's up, guys? It's your boy G-Max, and we're back. We got some more racing action for you. This time, some GT5. Last time you joined us, we were doing the GT3 series for Dominus Gaming. This time, it's a little qualifier series, GT5. Let me just bring the audio in for our main man, Steady Eddie, my co-caster for this evening. Let me bring him in here. You should be here, Eddie.
Hello, hello.
Eddie should be here. If you don't hear Eddie, I'm sorry. TeamSpeak hates me, but you should hear him. I need to get my headphones ready again, as per usual. It's my ritual. Headphones ready, and then we're ready for racing. So, as you can see, the RGB lights are working. Mr. Astronomic, how you doing? Can we turn down the RGB? You can see it from KZN. That's what we want to hear, man. This should be here. We are just finishing off on qualifying. There's a minute left. We'll run through the positions and stuff now. Headphones are there. My man Frisky, how you doing? Dude, I don't know why I need to turn this into dark mode. Let's just do that quickly. Can this be dark mode? Settings, dark mode. Oh, there, now we can see properly. What's up, guys? Okay, now we need the audio for the cars, because otherwise Vroom Vroom doesn't have any audio. Okay, we'll bring it up to there. If it's a bit loud or not loud enough, we'll figure it out. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully my mic doesn't mess up. Let me bring up the full screen here and hide the little interface. There we go. Okay, so we're live, and we're finishing off with the qualifying. As you can see, there's about 16 seconds left. We'll run through the pole position, well, the top three of the grid very shortly. As soon as I think what's quite nice is when the time board comes up. That's when we'll run through it. Hey, Eddie, are you still here?
Yeah, okay. I'm still, sorry.
You might have to just... You might just have to talk a little bit louder. My mic and headphones aren't RGB, I know. Unfortunately, you don't get nice RGB headphones.
You don't? I thought everything was RGB these days.
Wait, I messed up. I plugged my headphones into the wrong output and was very confused. And now I have no audio. Where did I go to? Over here? Why do we not have any... Hello? Hello?
Well, let me put some timings on the screen there.
Everything is confusing me. A3 needs to be set to... No? I'm scared. I might have broken it. Are you still here, Eddie?
I'm still here.
Okay, you still here. Sound is still here. Everything's still here. Poof. Okay, there we go. We're back, and the qualifying session is complete. So, Eddie, don't you just want to explain what the point of this GT5 series really is?
Well, the guys, where you finish in this GT5 league will score you an invite to either the GT3 or GT4 series, starting in 4 weeks' time. So the fastest guys will all move to GT3, and the, if you will, bottom half will have their own little league in GT4 race cars, which should make for interesting races, and also give more guys the opportunity to place well and to win.
So, I mean, if we're looking at the qualifying here, first on the grid, Jan Spammers. We've seen him in our GT3 series before. Someone quite new that I haven't seen before, taking second position, Gert Sneeman. Up into
Formidable racer. I've raced with him many times.
Okay, TK Raptor, another familiar face, holding down
winner
third.
Of the GT3 league.
Correct. Well, actually, didn't he come second technically?
Oh, sorry. Yes, he did come second.
Yeah, Mr. Ulti, who's not going to be here, who won by 1 point over TK Raptor. That was quite a fight to the end. RSA Senate taking up 4th position on the grid. Antagonist, another new face. We haven't seen him before. We can actually now run through all the drivers in their cars. So, as we can see, Jan taking up 1st in that red and black livery. Gert, 2nd in the black and green. TK Raptor, I don't even know what to describe his. It's black, yellow, and red. RSA Senna in the white and red racing stripes. His car goes automatically faster with the racing stripes. Antagonist into 5th in the black and orange. Alan holding down the white, black, and red, similar to his AMG's livery. In fact, Chucky, he's got a match. He's actually got the same sort of livery to what TK Raptor has, so they're going to confuse us for sure.
Bit of teammates going on there.
Teammates for sure. Cameron Null, he's got the same as Mr. Sneyman.
That green car at the back there, yes.
Correct.
TK Crit, also
in the
new
blue
guy to the racing with us, yeah?
He came towards the end of the GT3 series, and he also improved over time. Etienne in 10th. He's in the red, what is on the front? Karsten? Not quite sure. It's far now. Dante, his is like a grey and blue.
That started in the GT3 league, but sadly couldn't finish off the league. Then wrapping up our last 2 positions is Boo Machine and Vivstar.
Yeah,
to note about the GT3 races, top 20 positions all score points, so it's not like the GT3 races where only the top 10 scored. Here, everyone gets a point, and race is about to start.
Oh, we hear the engine started. We see the sinking. We're about to go. We'll see the lights going down. 3. Oh, there we go, and the race is going to be live now. Lights go green. Jan Spam is a little bit slow.
Start.
I thought he was a little bit slow off the line there, but it's...
Sneyman now is a bit slow off the line, and you can see him being swallowed there by TK Raptor.
Oh, he is indeed.
To the first corner.
Starting to get used to all these cars' new liveries, all the drivers' new cars, and how to identify them. That's going to be fun. We've got, 4 weeks of us to do this, and coming away, Jan Spammers, he looks pretty comfortable, followed up by Sneyman tucking him behind. So maybe a troubled start, but still managing to hold his second. Yeah, up into 3rd position.
Jump into 3rd,
so he's going to be very happy with that.
There.
Yeah, Raptor dropping down to 4th. Alan, 5th position. And it looks like a little dive between... It looks like Alan and Cameron Null are actually having a little bit of a bite out there. It looks like Alan's actually going to fall to Mr. Cameron Null. But up front, that's where things are where we're at the moment. Oh, we're actually going to get on board with Cameron Null here, as he... I think Alan must have made a bit of a mistake. We see he's dropped down quite a few seconds behind.
RSA Senna looking ready to make a move there on Gert Sneyman as we come to finish lap 1 of 16 in this GT5 race at Donington Park National Circuit.
Yeah, so
it's 20 minutes of racing, but there's no mandatory pit stops in this league. It's short, punchy.
And that's kind of the point. It's there for people to come and enjoy the races. Is this still open for people to register as well?
I don't think so, but
okay.
I'm sure
so
we can convince admins if more guys need to join.
Yeah, so if there's anyone else that's interested, drop me a DM on Twitter, and I'll twist Garrett's leg to let you in. But we can't do it after, the next race. If you want to get involved in the next one, let us know. But for now, this is our driver field. And there might be more guys to join who did register and might have missed this first race. But for now, it's nice tight.
Drivers, only 13 making it to the race tonight.
Well, it's Sunday.
For race 1.
It's Sunday.
RSA Senna still trying to get past Mr. Sneyman there.
Oh, nice on-board camera coming in from Mr. RSA Senna. We see him trying to tuck himself up to Sneyman, trying to get on the inside. He might make the move here. Oh, they're going to hold it. Sneyman they're going to fight it on the line there, and RSA Senna going to hold his line. Both cars evenly matched, of course, and we see a little bit of moves trying to be made by TK Raptor. He's trying to capitalize on these guys making some errors for each other, and these guys are side by side, 2 cars wide going through every corner, it seems. TK Raptor, he wants to make it 3 cars wide if he can.
A bit wide, they're coming out.
Look at these guys. They all trying to make a move here. No one's giving anyone any space. Gert still has a little bit of the edge. TK Raptor's trying to pass in on Senna, and Senna's trying to defend his line as much as he can, as well as try and pass Gert. So difficult racing coming out from all these drivers, and awesome performances. Everybody holding the composure. We don't see the argy-bargy forcing each other off the track. Everyone respects each other's lines. For now, no commentators' curse coming in just yet.
Good jump here. It looks like Alan is trying to make... Oh no, my timing screen got that wrong. I thought Alan was much closer to Cameron than he is. See Cameron trying to make a move on TK Raptor. TK having got a bit wide, so he lost a chunk of time to the leaders. A jump to the front here where RSA Senna has managed to get past Kurt Snyman.
Oh, very convincing stuff, and he's having to.
Spammers coming towards.
And Spammers has actually got a little bit of a penalty there against his name already. So at this point in the race, these kind of close races, that penalty. Oh, Gert gonna come very wide there, dives into Senna, and Senna manages to hold it. Snyman's got away okay as well. These guys are fighting for it. We're in lap 4 of 16. This is going to be exciting. LT was saying these are, one of his favorite kind of cars to race. I heard you mention it as well.
I love
I can see exactly why. I was a little bit worried about the sounds of them, but when there's all of them together, they actually sound pretty great. So I'm not gonna lie.
Like I say, these GT5 cars are so evenly matched. It really comes down to those little changes in tuning. If you have a look at Gert Snyman's car, it seems like he's tuned his for a bit more top end speed, so you might lose guys coming out.
Oh, Spammers makes a big mistake, and it's a big crash. Gonna take out two drivers. Gert will fall too. Look at Gert, he's been damaged down. Senna is gonna benefit from this, gonna get away. Gert is gonna get back on, but heavy damage done. Oh no, big incident. Alan finds fourth, Cameron Null into third. Jan Spammers' car absolutely destroyed, showing us all of the engine work. Look at the intercooler.
Big accident there.
Completely wrecked.
They're not jumping into the pits though. I mean, someone goes to the pits. Damage is on.
Spammers' car going completely sideways, getting T-boned. Unfortunately there. So shifting up the race a little bit. Now we see all of our drivers with penalties bunched together, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. That's
have a look at those penalties quickly. We've got
so 2 seconds on Cameron Null, Alan with 1 second, Jan Spammers with 3 and Chucky with 1. So Jan Spammers definitely not coming out the best there, picking up a lot of time to be added on at the end of this race. It's only lap 5 and we've already seen our first big incidents, and Snyman actually forced to go into the pit. He's dropped down to 12th position, too much damage done, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see Spammers having to do much the same thing pretty soon.
I'm very surprised that Spammers isn't in the pits already. I would have thought he would have gone straight in with that amount of damage on this car. Where is he? Is he still running with almost no bodywork?
Yeah, he is. He's lightened up the load entirely. He's still just hanging out in 5th position, but that car is going to struggle.
Here we see our top 4 all in one shot. RSA Senna, TK Raptor, Alan and Cameron Null wrapping up the top 4. Null getting nice and close to Alan, it seems.
What I wanted to also just mention, previously before Spammers had that incident, we saw him lead over TK Raptor previously for 20-30 laps at a stage that was almost like an entire race where he had to defend, and I was going to say he's just a very difficult man to try and pass, and made the big mistake there and shifted things up.
Look, these GT5 cars, they're a different beast to the GT3s. Like I say, they're twitchy little race cars. They don't necessarily have the raw power of the GT3s, and there's no difference between the cars. They're all identical apart from the paint job.
Correct.
So
and a little bit of tuning.
One will outshine on a different track. As we see RSA Senna losing out to TK Raptor, coming into the final chicane.
TK Raptor, one of those. This chicane can be very difficult, and we see that TK Raptor slows right down, closes the door entirely as Senna actually rear ends him, carried a little bit too much speed.
Into the first corner. Raptor taking that first corner entry very wide, which is it's a nifty trick to do on this track. Just watch out for getting a penalty for corner cutting. They come down the hill out of corner 1. Very tricky section this. This is not the widest racetrack. It's tricky to overtake. It's not the easiest place to catch and overtake guys. You really have to create your own chances. I see somebody has retired. Let's see if I can pick up who that was. actually think it might be on. No, Jan Spammers is still running.
Yeah, the Spammers is still running. Sneyman's still running, so I don't think it was either of those guys.
Not too sure who retired, but hopefully the...
Just a shout out to our viewers in the
give
chat.
us a
Mr. Ulti, Astronomic, AZ saying he wants to get into sim racing. Well, if you want to know anything, hit us up on Twitter. Also hit up Ulti. He's also someone that can help you with what you want to do. Right now,
Just come join us at the Dominus Gaming Discord channel, and we'll help you get into racing before you know.
you'll be addicted. You'll be ordering steering wheels and trying to figure out how to convert your mom's dining room table into a sim rig.
As Raptor again goes very wide into corner one. Wonder if he might have gotten a slowdown warning. You see RSA Senna tucked up right behind him. Now you can see this track winding down this hill into the valley. There's nowhere to really overtake. The track's not very wide.
Yeah, coming into the old haven here as well. We just see TK Raptor holding it very, very neat and tidy. Senna just following in his line, trying to hold that draft as much as he can, because like you said, not many opportunities to pass, and capitalizing on as much aerodynamic benefits as you can. Definitely what Senna's been doing, and very impressed with Senna's race so far. I mean, we saw him struggling around, what was he in the last time, that NSX?
Oh yeah, he had a horrid time in the NSX in the previous league, but now since then he's gotten a more stable internet connection and he's an evenly matched car, so I suspect Senna to be somebody to bother the likes of TK Raptor and Alan. As we also saw Gert Sneyman and Spap is both putting in stellar qualifying.
Well, let's have a look back at some of the other drivers. We've seen our top four here. Let's drop down. Let's see number 5 and 6. Actually, Etienne and
past Spammers leading positions.
Oh, Etienne cuts the corner big there. Definitely picking up a lot of dirt. Not sure if he's going to pick up a penalty as well. Spammers looking like he wants to carry the speed into this corner. So, I mean, Spammers hasn't actually...
Spammers taking back that position of Etienne after Etienne had a horrible entry into the final chicane. But Etienne fighting back, coming down the hill. I think Spammers has lost so much downforce on that car of his.
It's a battle. It's a battle for 6th and 7th here, and I mean that's not where Spammers wanted to find himself, considering he was leading the race. Electing not to pit, of course, because that bleeds the positions away, and in a race that isn't very long, you know, he's decided, you know what, I can limp around, but limp he will, and he's going to be struggling a lot. Etienne also coming very, very corner cuttery, to say it
making a
nicely.
lot of time up on Senna. Our top 4, as you can see in that shot, right next to each other as Cameron takes 3rd off Alan. Cameron has really come to life in these slightly slower cars. I think he maybe picked the wrong car in taking the Porsche. I'm not saying the Porsche is a bad car, but I don't think it suited Cameron's driving style as well.
It's a very difficult car to control, and if you've got a little bit too much right foot, it will punish you every time. And I mean, there were very few times that we did see Cameron rounding the corners with a completely okay Porsche. So I think he did struggle with it. And coming down here, just getting back down to that pure sort of racing side where you don't have to worry too much about that throttle input. I mean, you don't see guys spinning out as often in these cars. And feeling very, very comfortable. TK Raptor trying to make a move towards Senna. Yeah, giving him some space there. We see just behind him, Cameron Null also trying to make a move as Alan actually passes him. Yeah,
I think
Alan just slipped past.
The corner a bit and gotten a slowdown warning.
Well, we do see a lot of guys actually picking up penalties. TK Raptor, nice line coming down the straight here, will find his way into the lead once again. Senna allows him past, but knowing Senna will be looking to hunt down his position once again. And just in front there we see, is that
beautiful? That's somebody being
is that Boom? Is that Boom?
I think it's Boom Machine.
Boom Machine might have made a bit of a mistake there. Is going to now maybe get in the way. Nope, letting people out the way. Beautiful stuff from Boom Machine, not causing any problems. We saw Camo causing a bit of an issue in Ulti's last race as a back marker previously.
Etienne and Spammer still fighting for that 6th and 7th position. I'm impressed with Spammers being able to still keep up a fight with a severely damaged car. But in the short race, all the action is
maybe the damage that we see is not what the car sort of translates to how he's driving, because his times are not really dropping him back that much. I mean, he's just been holding down 5th and 6th. Chucky did manage to slip on past himself into 5th, which is beautiful from Chucky to see. Alan, is he trying to make a move?
RSA Senna there, it seems. No, sorry.
No, we're on board with Alan here. It's TK Raptor and Senna still fighting it out. Alan trying to get to TK Raptor, and looking to make a move here. Nice job. Oh, might get in a bit of trouble. Has to duck back in. Almost a big crash on the straights. Vivster was just trying to let people past, and Alan was trying to make a move. That was almost dangerous.
That could have, if that move happened. Vivster goes nice and slidey out of the corner. Still watching our top 3 here. 4 laps to go. This is how quick and punchy these GT5 races are going to be. It's lights out, and 20 minutes later we know who the winner is.
Yeah, basically we deliver you racing and still let you get back Sunday for Carte Blanche and the Mnet movie.
Tonight's Mnet movie is Star Wars,
Alan is chasing.
But Alan right where he left off in the last GT3 race, I mean, out in front, also seems to have better luck with connections on Sunday evenings. So I hope to see him feature in every race of this 4-race league. And again, this GT5, your finishing positions in this league will score you an invite to the Dominus Gaming GT4 GT3 series.
But of course, also along the way, like, you'll be picking up your Dominus Gaming V-Bucks or Driver Bucks or whatever the currency
the virtual
is.
Race car.
Correct.
Race car driver fee. And the virtual currency you get on the Dominus website will allow you to enter into other leagues for other games like Race Room Experience, and hopefully soon some Formula 1 and some GT4 or Forza, we hope.
It's hopefully just an entry to as many racing and driving type games. Everyone can just share the experience of everything. Dante, on board with him. He has had some beautiful races as well. TK Crit's a relatively new face. We saw him towards the end of the GT3 series. But also, he was...
TK Raptor, you can tell by their names.
Okay, I mean, almost in a team. TK Crits, TK Raptor. And the battle right now, Dante.
Similar, well, they're in the same clan. I know TK Crit through TK Raptor as Crit goes goes quite wide into corner 1.
Yeah, you had to get late on the brakes there and drop down a lot of speed. Yeah, the main fight, I mean, we saw it sort of starting out in the beginning as 4 cars. Now it's 3. Alan actually going to try and make a move here. Is going to manage to pass down on Senna on the straight, but Senna going to have the inside line. Maybe no. Yeah, he's not going to have anything there. Alan's locked that down. And Senna might have squeezed past, trying to still hold the inside. Alan goes very wide, and Senna goes back. So Alan gives the place back to Senna, says, you know what, I've still got 2 laps to chase you down. I want a little bit more of a challenge.
This is the beauty of these equally matched cars. I mean, a little mistake can easily cost you 2-3 positions. That being said, any mistake in front of you could bag you 2-3 positions. So it's never give up when you're racing in one of these little things.
This is absolutely beautiful to see. I mean, if you just look at our driver positions at the moment, TK Raptor, I would have guessed him to be sort of top 3 at the moment. RSA Senna, someone that surprised me. I'm glad to see him up into 2nd at the moment. Alan 3rd, somewhere we'd expect him. Cameron Null 4th. Phenomenal race coming out from him. I'm super chuffed for him, as I am with Chucky holding down 5th. So right now, you know, seeing just a couple of new names up in the top places there. Spammer's still in 6th, Etienne in 7th.
Now officially 2 laps left to go. Let's just quickly see who we haven't really looked at in this race. As you were saying, Cameron
2 laps still to go. Yes. Yes.
Having a lonely race in 5th position.
Yeah, you can see on the map there. He is
the first 4 laps.
Chucky is closing down on Cameron Null. So in terms of the gap, he's managed to get it close. Oh, Spammer's well on camera. His car very, very broken and cuts the track almost all the way until the middle of the pit straight.
Good company.
Yeah, so not too lonely for him. His car is struggling though.
And you can see there in the background that's Gert Snyman with a fixed car. He jumped into the pits after that big prang with spammers. So far not really paying off for him too much.
No, that's what I was saying though, in these sort of shorter races, if you can limp around with it where you can, like Spammers has done, it's probably beneficial because of the amount of time it will take to actually repair that car and how much you will lose. Senna and Raptor are diving. Senna's actually taken a position off of Raptor, but they'll dive and they'll fight. Senna gets forced off and actually going to drop down to second. Alan is going to manage to pass Senna here for sure.
There's one lap left now.
This is what Alan wanted. He just keeps it calm and collected, and will collect positions where he can. Senna gonna give that one away.
I feel like
unfortunately,
the leaders swap almost every lap in this race.
Every lap we have seen a little bit of a changeover. TK Raptor and Senna getting very, very tight and argy-bargy there, and unfortunately that's sometimes what racing comes down to when people are trying to hold the line. Senna likely manages to keep the car pointing in the forward direction, will be holding down third position. And coming into the final lap here, not quite sure if he's going to be able to catch Alan. If Alan doesn't make any mistakes, we know that he is one of those drivers that doesn't. Yeah, Mr. TK Raptor.
Corners left for TK Raptor to take the win in the first GT5 race and take him one step closer to an invite for the GT3 series. You see who's that? I think it's TK Crit. Just about to be lapped. Very dirty little corners coming in towards the end of the race there. Up until then, very close. TK Raptor though, gonna cross the line, finishing first. Then we'll find Mr. Allen finding second. Senna, unfortunately, third. He was in the position to find second. Oh, for sure, very happy race. Just to finish the first race after all his disconnects. Here comes my main man, Cameron. Best finish I've seen for him in any of our leagues, a fourth place there.
And then Mr. Chucky. So our little commentators battle still going down. Chucky and
Cameron now seems to have dropped just before he actually finished the race.
Did he?
Yeah, he's
what?
Not on my timing screen. We'll have to have a look.
I did see him. I did see something drop out.
Spammers coming through for that fifth and sixth, which should be sixth and seventh, really.
TK Crits holding down 8th position.
That Camo did get fourth, but he had a disconnect as he finished the race, but his finish will still count.
Okay, so he still got 4th. Chucky was then in 5th, so everyone is actually plus 1 position here then, right? Which would then be 8th.
Running 8th, yes.
Correct.
TK Crit for 9th.
Dante gonna be holding down 10th.
And then our last two, Vivstar and Boo Machine.
And Vivstar new to the league, in fact.
They were lapped, so that's premature finish to their race. Just confirmation that Cameron did indeed get 4th position. It's not like he will lose his position because of a disconnect after the finish. But yeah, how's that for the first race of the GT5 series?
I thought it was great, to be honest. I mean, I wasn't expecting such a quick race, to be honest. I was preparing for the long haul.
Yeah.
So racing is kind of finished really quickly.
Well, it was a good half-hour race, so it's not like it's the shortest race in the world.
That's right. It was just long enough for Sunday so that guys can go and watch Carte Blanche and the Mnet movie. My pizza's arrived, so I can eat pizza. And like I say, every Sunday or every time we stream a race, I'm gonna stream some more stuff. But big things are happening in my life, so when I can fit in the racing streams, we're gonna do them. We'll be back next week Sunday for what I believe is going to be. Let me check the race. It's going to be. Is it Alton Park Island?
Alton Park, followed by Silverstone, followed by Snetterton. It's always the shorter versions of the tracks for this GT5
it's
series.
Not Snetterton, it's Snetterton. It's Snetterton. Yeah, so thanks for everybody for joining. LT, McPlayer, AZ, Astronomic, You guys are the MVPs. If you guys want to follow Dominus Gaming, it's at Dominus Gaming SA on Twitter. If you want to follow me, it's at ZA_GMax on Twitter. If you want to follow Eddie, it's at Spandex Cobra on Twitter. You can also join the Dominus Gaming Discord. People chat racing most of the time. I mean, you can do what you want to do.
If you join us on Dominus Gaming on Discord, you'll see there's a if you will, don't want to say noob area, but there's you can come join us. We will get you racing in non-competitive races before you know it, and you'll soon be in the leagues with us. All you have to do is come tell us you want to race, and we'll get you in a race.
Just a quick one. I mean, we've got Camo in the chat here. He said server kicked me just before the finish line. I don't know if the admin confirmed that you did actually finish fourth.
According to my screens, he did finish fourth. We'll check, but I had confirmation from the admins that the fourth place finish does count.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that is the case, because we did also say it on the stream. TK Raptor, beautiful race from you. Thank you for the follow as well to my my Twitch channel. If you guys haven't, make sure that you do smash the follow button. I promise I will stream more when I move to my new place at the end of the year. It's just so stressful. Stuff is stressful. But we can do the racing stuff, because I love the racing stuff, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. I did delay the response to say that the stream would be streamed tonight, so we didn't do all of our announcements like we would. But going forward, every Sunday, provided I don't have... Well, next week Sunday I actually can't do. I might be able to do. We have to see. I've got Comic-Con. So it'll be
finished by Sunday evening. I mean,
Sunday night, yeah. I mean, there might be an after party, for us to dab dance, whatever the youths do.
You reckon you'll be invited?
I just invite myself to things if I don't get invites. So
it's just fire away.
Yeah, I just told him, I've got lots of RGB lights in my house, and if you don't, I will invite people back to my place and have more louder music with more RGB lights.
You from Dominus side, thank you very much for hosting our stream for the second league again.
It's only
appreciate it, and hopefully we can bring you some more good racing for your viewers.
Yes, and that's what my whole channel has changed into. It's more racing, and then I do Counter-Strike casting, but racing is that's close to my heart. Even though I've never really done racing in real life, I just enjoy the sim racing side. I went round the track in an Audi R8 last weekend, and that blew my mind. Kailami at a race-ish pace. It wasn't probably even a race-ish pace. It was just a really fast. It was exhilarating.
It was faster than the N1.
It was faster than anything that I've ever experienced before, and throwing cars into corners at 140 and just feeling the edge of grip, balance of, and just how much grip that Audi has with, and it was just on the normal tires that they sell with the car, not special racing tires or anything. It was just, normal tires, and it was just insane. There were lots of cars on the track as well, so we were just overtaking everybody else and diving in. And
what we saw again tonight with the GT5 cars, it's not the car, it's the driver. I mean,
it's not the car, it's the driver.
That was all evenly matched machines, and maybe slowly starting to see who the drivers are to keep an eye on for this little 4-week league we've got going.
I kind of hope that someone managed to get a little clip as well of our incident there with Jan Spammers, because that was almost spectacular for a highlights clip. I'm
sure we can post it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm also gonna upload these streams to YouTube just so that we have a record of them, because my Twitch channel doesn't save all the VODs for forever. So we'll make sure that we do. I also see on my little screen here that we've got a little dono from Dante for $5, which I have no idea when it came from. So thank you very much. Minim also with the follow right towards the end. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here so I can eat pizza. We'll be back next week Sunday. Maybe before Battlefield 5 beta, I'm really enjoying, so I might do some of that. It's not racing, but come watch me be bad at shooting games. So yeah, until then, see you later, peeps. Next week Sunday.